All right, I'm not talking and driving at the same time because honestly, I think that's fucking gay. People can't drive as it is, and then they use their phones and drive, and they suck, and then they now are starting to record themselves while they're driving. It just makes no sense to me. So, I haven't uploaded a lot of videos, but I'm gonna start uploading just so you can hopefully somebody can learn from or sympathize with my position. Today's video, the VA fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. It sucks. Everything about it sucks. So situation, I have lipomas. Lipomas are fatty cells that sit in a collection underneath your skin. Not that big a deal. It's an existing condition. I reported it when I was in MEPS, ergo the military VA covers it because it was reported. And I don't have a full-time 9-to-5 job right now because I'm starting my own business, and I'm starting to do the real estate brokerage stuff. So now's the time to have them removed because I don't have a 9-to-5. When I had the 9-to-5, I could never get to the VA because the VA could never schedule anything outside of the hours of 9-to-5, and I couldn't lose my job. It's like this catch-22. I actually had a VA nurse tell me, you have to make the decision between your job and another issue that I was having. And I was like, wait a second, I have to lose an income to have this issue taken care of. And they basically said, yeah. And so, back to lipomas, simple surgery, outpatient, they numbed it up, cut them out, and doc said, call for a removal of the sutures, first chance. And so I called 5 minutes after leaving the surgery clinic in Columbia, South Carolina. And they said, yeah, we have an appointment on the 8th, but it's not till the end of the day. And I said, well, now you're talking about an hour and a half there, a 10-minute appointment because it takes no time to remove sutures, and an hour and a half to 2.5 hours, depending on rush hour back. It makes no sense. Can I just, surely Greenville can help me. They have a clinic up here, brand new clinic. It's not that new, but it's really nice and really new. And they said, sure, we can do that in Greenville. We'll set something up for you, but let's keep the appointment. I'm sorry. And then they scheduled, since I said no on the 8th, they rescheduled it for a week later on the 15th. So now surgery's on the 28th. I didn't have suture removal until the 15th. 3.5 weeks after the surgery. That's a long time. And that plays a role of what I did. So I said, sure, 8th, Greenville. And they said, we'll schedule it. We'll set it up. I said, great. Sounds great. Did they schedule it? Didn't even put a note in my chart. I found that out later. I got a notice in the mail saying, hey, you got an appointment on the 15th, and called them, and they said, we have no record of this. Because come on, it's a call center. You get this different person every time. It's usually a volunteer, and they don't know what the heck they're doing. So I said, well, screw it. I've removed sutures before. I'll just remove it on my own. Clean up the scissors, clean up the tweezers, and do it on my own. Well, I did. 6 stitches, I removed 5 of them. I could not get one. I'd show it to you, but they just covered it up. Their stitch is still in there. I went to the VA clinic here and I said, listen, I did 99% of the job for you. I need you guys to remove. I didn't put it like that. I said, listen, I've removed all the other stitches. I just need help with this one stitch. Wait for about 20 minutes to half hour. The nurse who I've dealt with before, because it always goes to the same nurse, for your case, comes out, and we start walking back, and she starts reading me the Riot Act because she's a government employee, and I'm fully convinced 99% of the people in the VA, there are exceptions, are there to earn a paycheck, and they're not there to help. So when you have to ask them to do something that isn't scheduled, they fucking lose it. She didn't like the fact that I didn't schedule an appointment. I wasn't supposed to. Your people were. Down in Columbia, we're supposed to say, those are your people. Those are your co-workers, not mine. I'm the patient. She forgets that I'm the fucking patient. So she starts reading me the Riot Act, and I'm like, listen, it's fucking one stitch. You're gonna cry about one fucking stitch. So Sorry, people just walked by. So she still proceeds, because I just go, okay, all right, because that's all you can do. Fighting with them isn't going to do anything but make you upset. They don't care. They can never get fired. They're government employees. Have you ever tried? I used to work for the government. It's impossible to fire a government employee. That's why I don't work for the government, because there's no incentive to actually do good stuff in the government. So I reach out to, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked, but she proceeds to pull out all this equipment. Keep in mind, I was able to pull the stitch out far enough. I just wasn't able to cut below the knot. And if you cut at the knot or above the knot, all you're doing is cutting off the rabbit ears up top. Doesn't do you any good. You have to cut one or both of them below the knot, and the stitch pops out. If you cut both of them, you go to the other side and you just yank it out the other side. It's so simple. Like, this isn't rocket science. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And I removed 5 of the 6 stitches that I had. I just couldn't, one, hold the stitch and cut at the same time. Now, my girlfriend could hold the stitch out, but I couldn't get below the knot. She proceeds to pull on it, yank on it. I'm fine. Like, she being the nurse, not my girlfriend, because my girlfriend did too, but it was okay. This lady who has chosen medicine as her profession, not mine, cuts it in the wrong spot. She cut the wrong damn place. I knew she did it. I thought she was going to do it, but it was too late. And who am I to correct somebody who's chosen medicine as their profession? I haven't, and I know more than that, at least. So she ends up calling an OR nurse in. Nice guy. He gives me the dirty look like, how dare you do my job for me? And it's like, come on, dude. Come on. He gets frustrated, pulls on the stitch a few times, gets frustrated, and then at one point, and I have it recorded, because after the first nurse read me the riot act, I said, let's start audio recording this, because this is bullshit. I may upload it, but I'll definitely save it. I don't know if I'll upload it. Just so stupid. A lot of dead air in there. But he goes, well, this is why you don't remove your own stitches. And I go, I didn't try to remove that one. And he goes, yeah, I may be paraphrasing here, because you obviously did. It's missing, one of the things. And I go, I didn't cut that. I removed all the other stitches. He's like, you had other stitches? And I show him, I go, yeah, it's 6 stitches total. 5 of them I removed. I didn't touch this one because I couldn't get to it, and I didn't want to cut it above the knot, because I know what happens if you cut it above the knot, the skin grows over it. And so that's why I came in here, to have this one removed. And he goes, so it's cut. And finally, the other nurse who was in the room, staying awkwardly silent, goes, yeah, I cut that. Like, yeah, I was about ready to throw her under the bus big time, but I wanted to give her a shot to own up to her stupidity. And I'm like, okay, so what took you fucking so long to say anything? And he goes, okay, yeah. And his demeanor changed 180. He went from this, you're an asshole because you couldn't do this, Mike, to, well, you did all the other ones all right, and it was the other nurse who fucked this up. So what's the answer to this? What happens? I have to wait till the fucking 15th. I have to drive up to down to Columbia. I have to get one fucking stitch removed. And guess what? The skin's already started growing over the knot. So they're going to have to do surgery to remove the stitch from the prior surgery. Fucking wonderful. Fucking wonderful that they are so fucking inept that they can't even do their own fucking job. Socialized medicine. Woohoo! This is why I fucking hate socialists, because they never had to deal with socialized medicine. 99% of the military deals with socialized medicine. Hell, it might even be 100%. But 80 to 90% of us understand that there are much better ways to do this. There's a reason why most military votes libertarian, because this shit is ridiculous. This shit is unnecessarily Unnecessary and ridiculous. I have to keep a bandage on it for a week, and guess what? The skin's going to grow over the knot, and they're going to have to numb it up with lidocaine and cut it out like they cut that goddamn lipoma out. It's so fucking stupid. How can you not remove a stitch? I removed 5. Sorry, I spilled ink on my hand. I removed 5 fucking stitches, and you can't remove 1. Moral of the story, the VA fucking sucks. If you're not 90 and dying, if you don't have some lost a limb, if you're just a standard average everyday Joe who served his time, served it honorably, did his shit and did it right, they don't give a fuck about you. Because they care. I mean, they care about, people who were wounded in war, as they should. They care about the old people who are like 10 days away from dying, and they only care about them as soon as they're 10 days away from dying. I'm the youngest person that goes in there, and they treat me like shit every single fucking day. Like I'm the pariah. Like I'm the asshole because I don't have a 9-to-5 with insurance. I'm starting a fucking business to give back and hire employees. And eventually I'll have insurance, but right now I need the VA to take care of me. And I can't have surgery when I have a 9-to-5. I know because I tried it and it just didn't work. That's why I don't have a 9-to-5 anymore, because the VA wouldn't take care of me except for during normal business hours. Whatever. Huge long rant. I'm sure I'm going to get I'll probably only get 1 comment. Nobody follows me. But that 1 comment's going to be from a VA worker saying, no, we're the best. And you know who thinks that they're the best at the VA? The shittiest ones. It's always the shittiest ones. The good ones know that it can be improved upon. And the number 1 way to improve upon it is privatize it. If I can hiring government employees to do a good job is never a good idea. The government's never improved upon anything. And it's putting government employees in charge of without the recourse of being fired because you can't remove a stitch. I mean, you can't do your basics. I can remove stitches. If I wasn't upside down trying to get to this underneath my arm, I probably could have got it myself. I got it here. It's red just because it was removed yesterday. I got those right there. You can't see it. Hold on. I got those removed. I did those myself. Oh, and I got that one. This one I was able to get because it was a loose enough knot. But whatever. That's my 13, 14-minute rant. Fuck the VA. Fuck socialized medicine.